Hey guys, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and I'm here to give you a review of the newest series that's on Amazon Prime, that is Invincible. Invincible is a story about Mark Grayson, who is your normal, everyday, average kid, except his dad's a superhero in a world full of superheroes. And he doesn't have his powers yet, but he eventually gets to the point where the powers kick in. And so now this is a trial by fire, so to speak, where he has to learn how to use his powers, how to become the superhero that his dad has always been, or at least how he's perceived his dad to be. Throughout the way, he meets new characters, new heroes, he finds new alliances, he finds a girlfriend, and we see how things kind of work its way in this very confusing time. I am going to be spoiling these episodes. There are 3 episodes that came out this week, so I do want to talk about all 3 of those, and I will not spoil everything, but I do want to talk about a lot of the Easter eggs. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, for those who didn't know that this is a comic book show, it is actually from Robert Kirkman. You know Robert Kirkman's work, if you're not familiar with the comics, from The Walking Dead on AMC. He is responsible for zombies making a revival in all sorts of media. Not to say that he was the first to do it, but he definitely made it popular again. And this is kind of like his take on the superhero genre, whereas The Walking Dead was his take on zombie genre. I really wasn't sure exactly what to expect, even though I had an idea, because I've never read the comics. So today, or rather yesterday, because of when this video is coming out, I went by one of my local comic book stores, Kapow Comics, and I picked up all 3 omnibuses of Invincible. So I will be reading this as I watch the show to kind of see where things are the same, where things are different, and that way I can actually catch some Easter eggs as well. And I said I was going to be spoiling it, but I'm not going to give away one of the huge, ginormous surprises, because that's something that I think that you should enjoy on your own. But I will say that this definitely has some Robert Kirkman Easter eggs in there. There is a group called the Guardians of the Globe, I believe that's what they're called. And there's 7 of them. It's kind of like their version of Justice League. And if I remember correctly, I think I know all of their names, but I could I could be wrong. So there is kind of the leader of them called Immortus, and he's kind of like their Superman. There's Darkwing, who is like their Batman. There's Aquarius, who's like their Aquaman. You also have Martian Emperor. No, I'm sorry, not Martian Emperor. You have Martian Man. So who do you think that's like? You've got Red Rush. I mean, come on. There's also War Woman. And then lastly, oh gosh, I should not be forgetting who the last one is. This is the problem with taking one take. But there's Green Ghost. That's right. So everybody kind of has their trope that they go to. One of the things that I super loved about this group is the fact that they are all voiced by by the cast of The Walking Dead. So a lot, like every single character from that team is voiced by somebody who was or still is in The Walking Dead show. So I found that to be amazing. And speaking of the cast, the main character, who is Mark Grayson, is played by Stephen Yeun, also a member of the cast from The Walking Dead. And he's a very relatable kid. Like, he's like your everyday kid. He's not like a popular guy. He's not like he has his nerdy tendencies, but, we can easily relate to him. And his dad, Nolan Grayson, who's also Omni-Man, is played by J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons does a fantastic job in this show, whether he is delivering lines or whether he is letting silence do the talking, which of course that's, in the script. It is fantastic. J.K. Simmons has been one of my favorite actors, and many people don't know how great of a voice actor that he is. So I love that. You also have certain characters that are very instrumental in this, like Eve and Robot. And I want to talk some more about characters, but honestly, I don't want to give away certain surprises. I do want to talk about certain characters. Like there's a group called the Teen Team that Invincible, who is the character that Mark decides to name himself, meets. And some of them are interesting. Some of them are kind of sleazy. But it's never boring, and it's always entertaining. And I mentioned some of the staff, like some of the casting with the Guardians of the Globe, but this casting list is just chock full of heavy hitters. You've got Art Rosenbaum, who is like the tailor to the star. He's their Edna Mode. He's their Edna Mode. But Art is played by Mark Hamill. And if you guys have been on my channel, you know how much I love Mark's work. John Hansu is in this. Sandra Oh plays Mark's mother. And it is so well done. Now, there are a lot of characters in this. There are a lot of villains that they throw at you. I got a really strong vibe of like The Boys, except in The Boys, there's a whole lot of characters in the comics that aren't really fleshed out as much in the show, whereas this one does not pull the punches, but they definitely show quite a few villains that you kind of have to get acclimated to. There's like Dr. Seismic, and then there are these genetic twins, and then there's Titan, and then there are these Martian Emperors, the one that I mentioned before that I was like, no wait, it's a Martian man, or yeah. It's really well done. And like I said, not just celebrities go in here, but there's also like Greg Griffin and Kevin Michael Richardson and Mahershala Ali. Sorry, I can't stand it that I mispronounce his name. I should know better. But it's just stacked full of incredible, well done voice acting. And you guys know I'm a sucker for voice acting. If you have read the book, and I've thumbed through quite a few issues to see how faithful it is, there are some characters that are changed, like gender speaking, and then there's a new character, Amber, who's played by Zazie Beetz, who's kind of like a love interest for Mark. And he has more than one, but that's not completely fleshed out so far, 3 episodes in. If you have not read the book, and I have definitely skirted around a big reveal at the end of episode 1, like a huge reveal that you do not want spoiled. It is one of the craziest sequences so far that I've seen on any TV show. Especially this year. It's gonna make an entry in the Reeve Awards. But whether you have read the book or you haven't read the book, this is definitely something, if you have Amazon Prime, you want to check out if you're a fan of comic book television or comic books in general. So that is my... It definitely wasn't a spoiler review, but I wanted to talk about the first 3 episodes of Invincible. It does follow the book pretty well, so if you have read the book, you will not be disappointed. If you haven't read the book, buckle up. Oh my gosh. But anyway, that's kind of like my talk about it. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I need you guys on board to help me get there. Also, share this with your friends if they don't know about this show. This show definitely needs to be talked about more because it is super explosive, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier have their work cut out for them. So, as always, this is Cameron with CBM Reviews. We'll see you next time.